Eileo guys, and welcome back. In today's video though, we have the schedule and maintenance notes for May 26, 2022. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so if you missed my dev notes, which I did a little bit earlier, essentially here we have a Nat 5 version of our baby girl Mijo, and obviously it covers all of the elements, so fire, water, wood, light, and dark, and it's also titled Midsummer Mijo, and we have a picture of her right here, and I haven't seen any of her screenshots yet, so I'm curious to see how she looks in the game, but from the image that they showed us in the dev notes at least, it's obviously a different looking Mijo, and I'm assuming, I could be wrong here, just assuming that obviously you can't feed a Nat 3 Mijo into the Nat 5 Mijo because they're just separate Astromon in general. Don't quote me on it, but it wouldn't make any sense if you could do that. Obviously, she's going to be added and also added to the Astro Guide, and she, from my understanding, is also limited only to the Primo Festival. So, if you don't pull her at this point in time, well, congratulations. You probably have to wait until next year until they run this banner again, because if it's one time, like once forever, that is just bad news bears. But her skill books will also be available. Alright, and it looks like they've actually provided a skill table, which is something they haven't done before, because normally it comes from a Korean website, I don't remember the name, where people get the information like a couple hours before the patch drops here. But it looks like Smart Study's like, dude, you don't have to look for this. We have the information right here. Fire is a balance type, water is an attacker, wood's also an attacker, light is a defender, and dark is an attacker as well. So very interesting to see how that performs. Fire has full buff breaker and defense down. This is obviously geared more towards a PvP situation. Water has morale boost and puncture. Another wave clearer, but a water wave clearer. Will this water wave clearer be better than Fire Jacka? We'll have to wait for the review, which is why I'm kind of skimming over this. Wood has lethal strike and attack down. Once again, this is probably geared more towards Apophis more than anything else. Then the light one has battle rush and immunity, basically just another PvP mon, and then the dark one has lethal strike and attack up as well. So once again, either PvP or for Apophis, but we'll have to see about that. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the Midsummer Mijo review, and also her leader skill increases attack by 40%. Draka does have an HP lead here, and while I won't rant on that too much, at least in this video here, this could be a good, beginner mon for people just starting the game. So if you're lucky enough to start MSL now, because I believe if we do clear out some of these events here, you're guaranteed a Evo 1 Water Mijo, well, congratulations. I mean, you're still going to need to build up your Dark Mona, but you already have 2 wave clears just like that. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, moving forward with the Mijo Special Vacation event story. It looks like there's a couple of stages, and we have stamina right here, and it must be like run X stage X amount of times to get drops for your flowers, which we can then use in the shop right here. Not sure why I clicked on that. And yeah, it says 5-star Midsummer Mijo water is guaranteed as a mission reward. I'm telling you, that is a free wave clear for newer players out there. Other players, we're going to talk about that in the actual review, but once again, that will definitely speed up beginner progress if you're just starting the game now, which if you are, how come you haven't subscribed yet? Come on, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on the latest, greatest, and more from your boy. But yeah, the Primo Festival starts from June 1st to June 13th, and at the time of this video, Clan Fest just started. So it's really up to you if you want to go for this or not. I'm personally thinking about going for this just because I do have some of the gems laying around, and I haven't ever participated in any Primo Festival whatsoever here. So why not participate in one that is limited of that nature? And then after that, even if I do participate in this one, I'll probably just stock my gems up until the anniversary. So that way I have a lot of gems to spend for the double crystal event, because I think that sounds like a good plan to me. But feel free to leave in the comments below what your gem plan is, because, well, things are coming up here. And then there's also the Midsummer Login event, where we do get tickets to not only do is that trinket summons, but also pulls as well, like regular pulls. There's skill books. Yeah, if I'm reading that correctly, if the math adds up, I believe that's 4 tickets for not only trinkets but also regular summons, which also contributes to the the whole Primo count in terms of getting a light or dark Astromon of that version. There's 3 scam eggs right there. There's also a Supreme egg, I do believe, and then also a Nat 5 egg. There's a Gleam selection card. There's a Nat 4 selection card. Yeah, things are awesome. 2 gem slot converters too. Heck yeah. Oh, actually there's another one. There's actually a total of 5, and we get those within the first 7 days, which coincides nicely with the whole event. So, well, I'm pretty down with that. There's also the Bingo Gold event. Okay. Once again, this is very, very new player friendly if you're just coming in here, because you're getting all types of rewards. You're getting all kinds of gold, access to a Nat 5 of just playing the game, and also some scam eggs. So yeah, overall just smiley face gaming here. Arthur exclusive trinkets summon rate up, and then after that is going to be Valkyrie starting from June 22nd to July 5th. Up to you if you want to do that. I don't have the gems to do that, and I'm not going to do it because I don't have the gems to do that. Also, summer packages. There's no cost amount up there, but obviously, if you're going to buy something, as I've stated before in other videos, make sure you can purchase something where you're guaranteed a selection of what you want and not really give it up to RNG. I mean, that's the simplest advice I can ever give you. And there's also a Mijo package, which can only be purchased twice during the period. 1.5 million gold, 300 Astro Gems, and also some summon tickets times 6. Oh my god. Skillbook selection cards, Light and Dark Victoria. Light Victoria is no longer meta. I mean, she's fine. She's nothing extravagant. So up to you what you want to buy with those. Same thing with Lokis. I'm not a big fan of Loki because I have like 4 Light Lokis on one account, and I have at least 3 Dark Lokis. And yeah, they're not super duper amazing to me, but it's up to you if you like them or not. And yeah, they're just more just plugging in the packs and stuff that you could purchase. So I'm just gonna scroll through that. Alright, and it looks like, as I stated before in the prior video, starting from June 14th to June 28th, Mr. D's coming back. Just so I don't slaughter his name, because I did forget to look it up prior to this video, so I don't pronounce it incorrectly. Mr. D is going to be back, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Alpaca's also making a return, which is quite interesting, because doesn't one of the alpacas have buff breaker? Let me see here. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, you're missing out here. Come over here and join the Discord. Use the bot. Alpaca, which I just typed up. Yeah, the fire one has buff breaker. It's not full buff breaker, but it has buff breaker up there. So if you need more buff breaker mons, which I will say they've done a good job of kind of sprinkling them in there ever since the addition of Dimension Defense for buff breakers. So if you don't have them yet, then feel free to try and pick them up if you want to, because obviously his capture festival is coming on. I'm personally, I don't have any desire for alpacas. I've had plenty of them. They're not an Astromon that has any longevity outside of probably Fire Alpaca, because he is single target if I remember. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the alpacas. Also, the wood one's going to be in the Shady Shop, so stay tuned for that. You can also do the Alpaca Pack, which is never worth the purchase for anything in the game whatsoever, because 4 alpacas equals 990 Astro Gems, where you could possibly get a Nat 5 or 2, or like 9 Nat 4s, or like 1 Nat 4. It's just not worth it. Loki Super Festival is on the way, and then improvements. There's nothing really here other than saying that if you have like a lower end system here, they're trying to optimize it. The preview tag on Apex battles has been removed. They've also fixed Dimension Defense resolution issue, fixed an issue with the UI. Astro Guide fixed an issue where 5-star stats were exposed at the stat preview of Ultimate Evolution. And yeah, nothing too spicy in terms of fixes, just, you know, obviously just some fixes. But yeah, you guys, I'm super excited to see how much I get scammed for my first ever Primo Festival for a limited Astromon here. And like I said before, I'm not really going to go into depth with the whole Mijos, because obviously once she comes out and we can take a look at her stats and her skills, we can go from there. But I am excited because even though it's an Astromon that already exists in the game, at least it's something new. At least it's something spicy, and some of her kits could be usable, even if they aren't groundbreaking, will definitely be usable. So we have to see with stats before I make any concrete thoughts on the whole situation here. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Feel free to leave a comment below about what you guys are excited about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.